Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. Graham's still recovering behind the scenes after that incredible performance by Sam Harris from X Ambassadors. Of course, catch them at Rocking the Daisies this weekend. If you're not going to make it as far as Rocking the Daisies, maybe you might want to make it to your local cinema to watch Mrs. Harris Goes...
Rocky no Rocky.
Rocky no Rocky in Paris. But you got to chat to some of the stars of the movie, right?
I did indeed, and so the next interview we're going to be looking at is Lucas Bravo. You might recognize the face from Emily in Paris. Really thoughtful guy. We get into the whole sisterhood of the fight for this class of people that she is part of. Lucas Bravo, one of the supporting actors for Mrs. Harris in Paris.
Let's take a look.
For Expresso, my name is JP Sebastian. Lucas Bravo. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi, JP.
What a delightful movie it was. I think that you guys did a great job, all of you, all together.
Thank you.
But you must have been intimidated to work alongside Leslie Manville, because good grief, I have expletives in my notes about how good an actress she is. Can you explain the feeling of working with someone that monumental? What a giant of an actress.
I think Leslie Manville is the most underrated actress of our time. She is, honestly... I was amazed. I'm not even talking about the fact that she's the most delightful human you could ever work with. She's so grounded and present and loving. But she's also, it's just so impressive to see her work. How she switches on. We're between takes and she just, you know, we're just talking and laughing, and in a second she just shifts into this back to Ada, and everything changes in her eyes, in her physicality, in her, and she's into the little details, and she's just, you know, there are some things you cannot learn in school, in acting school, and I feel so lucky to have had the opportunity to see her at work, like live. She's one of the greatest actors of our generation.
Yeah, truly incredible in this. I fully didn't expect myself to be welling up at some scenes. I mean, you'll probably remember the scene where she's reading the letter. I won't give away too much, but good grief. She really pulls out all the stops. But you delivered too, sir. And I've got to say that with your character, Andre, I appreciate that you didn't make a guy who was stereotypically, nebbish and bookish and whoopsie, you know, kind of like... I think that you hit a good sort of balancing act, but at the same time, it's not clear that he's found his own voice just yet, if you know what I mean. Like, empowered himself in a situation. Can you describe how you build that character and just who he is, Andre found?
I found it interesting because in the script he was very shy, and you know, when you don't have, some bits are missing in the story, that's what I learned in acting schools, that you are free to create your own. So I created a backup story for him that implied that, like me, he was raised by a strong feminist figure, that he was an introvert. He was an introvert, and that he was doing a job that his parents probably wanted him to do, but he was still an artist at heart, and so I gave him a bit of my, you know, childhood traumas, like a bit of my teenage shyness, and it's the best way to make a part feel organic, you know. Just give a bit of yourself, and every part is therapeutic, and then you leave it behind.
What, bossy boots in a way?
That's very profound. I'm sure Sacha would have been very impressed. But no, like, it definitely does resonate. Like I said, especially as a guy my age, our generation of, say, millennials and all that kind of stuff, maybe feeling silenced a lot. But speaking of millennials and our generation, what I really appreciated about Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris as well is that there's this very adorable, from the younger characters, including yourself, like a rooting for this magical creature that she is. Talk about the overarching message and the gift that Leslie Manville's character in Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is to us as the viewer.
She's just, she's the representation that 60-something women can, you know, have a peak, that can have a second blow, and can just, you know, operating out of love, follow her dream, and just putting to bed this idea that there's a clock for women in this industry, and even back in the 50s when you were considered to be done with life after your 60s. So it's just powerful, and it's important to talk about it because we've been glued into these like archaic ideas for too long, and
yes.
Leslie is the perfect warrior to embody that fight.
Yeah, and she doesn't do it in a way that's stereotypically, oh, she's definitely the fairy godmother in this. Oh, she's definitely that, definitely this. But she awakens something even in your character. So that there's that really heartwarming mutual solidarity across the generations, across the working classes, etc., etc.
She embodies feminism of reconciliation, and I think sometimes it's the only way to get a message through. There's been like centuries of inequality, so it's only fair that like some people go up the fight with like a knife between their teeth, but most people don't understand the message when it's not delivered with love or a bit of it's not like rubbed in chocolate or something. So I think that's what she's good at, you know. She has the perfect balance, and I think she will get the message through that movie more easily.
No, it's perfect. I really appreciate it, and everyone should go enjoy this movie, men included.
From Lucas, bravo, JP Sebastian. A job well done, man. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
It looks like the kind of movie that I'd love to watch, like on one of those solo dates as well, just to kind of immerse myself into it. But I'm keen to know how many popcorns you
and so I'd also find it delightful myself if I just saw the poster or the trailer or whatever. But surprise, surprise, it actually has such humanity and such heart to it too.
Yes, yeah.
That it's elevated from just being fodder of like a 5 type thing. This gets a 7 from JP.
Ooh, a solid 7 out of 10. Okay. That's definitely...
Not just a forgettable granny movie or take the mom to the cinema type thing, because it's got good things at the core. It's got lots of feel. It's got lots of love in the making, as you could hear from the actors.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, as always, much appreciated. Your effort and your talents are very, very much appreciated by the country at large. But do check it out. And if you do happen to see Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris on the weekend, send us a little message on our social media channels and let us know what you think of it.